Hey everybody, welcome to the Gootzcast for Tuesday, March 31st, Gootzcast Nightly. I'm here live tonight with my guest, Sheba Mason. Sheba, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Except, it's not night. I know we all forget what time it is. It's still not even 4.
All right, I'm gonna put this out at night, Sheba. God, you're a racist.
Oh, okay.
They used to record Jimmy Fallon at like 5 o'clock. He wasn't like, hey, it's actually 5 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were live. I don't know how Zoom works.
No, I'm gonna put this out later. Because I
Oh.
like Jimmy Fallon's like, it's actually 3 o'clock. We wrote these jokes. Sorry. Sheba, let's give a background to people who didn't listen to you on my Disney podcast. How long are you doing stand-up in the city?
Like almost 15 years.
And before the world ended, where did you perform?
Well, I had just gotten back into a really nice groove at Caroline's where I was there a lot. I just headlined there. I was going to headline there again in May. Maybe that'll still happen. Probably not. Broadway Comedy Club a lot. I have my own show, Broadway Comedy Club in Greenwich. A little bit at West Side Comedy Club. Comic strip. Yeah, places like that.
You're everywhere. And
Yeah.
you perform a lot in Florida too, right?
Yeah, perform a lot in Florida, and I just also headlined recently at the Punchline in Philadelphia, December, and I performed at the Hartford Funny Bone a lot, all over.
And your play. Don't forget about your play.
Yeah, I was in the Jackie Mason musical many times. I toured around. It was off Broadway. I went to Florida. I went to Jersey. I went to Long Island. It was supposed to go to Texas.
And now that's all gone.
Now everything's gone. It feels like all the hard work you've ever done is for nothing. I know it's we're just on hold, but it just feels like it's for. Does it feel like that to you?
No, it feels great. I love it. I'm having a great
You
time.
love this?
Yeah, I do.
How can you be? You're gonna love this in another 2 weeks, in another 3 weeks.
Yeah, I just started Ozark. Did you start that yet?
No.
Everyone said it's the greatest thing I've watched. It feels like Jason Bateman is trying to just cop it. I don't know. I'm not too into it yet. It feels you know Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
It feels like he's just trying to copy Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad.
Oh.
He's a white guy working with drug dealers, but he's outsmarting the drug dealers. But it's he still reminds you of the Hogan Family. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I just started watching only the Tiger Guy. I'm on up to episode 3. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah, I finished the whole thing. So you saw
like it?
I love it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. It gets a little old.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's not grabbing me.
Wait, you didn't get grabbed when they revealed that woman killed her husband?
Yeah, but I don't care. None of these characters are endearing enough where I care or relate to them.
Oh my god.
I just feel like I don't care.
I related. I loved it. I watched 7 episodes in one day.
I know other people who did that. I don't know.
It made my Sunday.
And you knew it was Sunday?
Yeah, I knew it was Sunday. Sheba, what was your last show? The last show you ever did?
The last show I ever did, I guess, was at Broadway downstairs.
It was good?
Yeah. I mean, it was the beginning of the end, though. You could feel it. Everything was at capacity. It was that Sunday before they announced everything's closed. And that's when I really realized that shit was really hitting the fan. I never expected every single thing to be closed.
Yeah.
I thought it would be at half capacity, spaced out.
Today I got really stressed out because I wanted to buy the new Star Wars movie on DVD, because I collect them all. I have a nice little shelf of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to go. I could go to Target, but I don't want to spend the $6 in MetroCard just to go to Target to buy this. I can't. There's nowhere to buy this.
What do you want to buy?
The new Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker.
Can't you order it online?
I can with the Best Buy website, but I just wanted to go pick it up. I'm so used to my Tuesday routine where I go and buy a movie, and I'm like, oh, I had this nice movie, nice case and stuff. And that's
can you walk to Target? Can you just take a long walk since you're not exercising?
You know what? That might not be a bad idea. Maybe
you could walk to the Target in on 34th Street.
No, there's a closer one in Queens. It's 5 stops away. It's an hour walk. I guess I could do that.
Nice to take a lot. I've been finding little destinations for myself and planning a walk just to, you know what I mean? Just to have a reason to walk. I just walked now, jogged. Have you been exercising? You've lost so much weight. You're going to gain it all back.
Oh, no. I have an exercise pad, but right now, because I'm a good American citizen, my friend is an EMT. He's working now from 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. So I
Sounds like
allow him.
he's a good citizen.
Yeah, he's a good citizen. But his family's all the way outstate, and it takes too long to drive upstate. So he's sleeping upstairs in the afternoons. So
Oh.
yeah, because it's a separate apartment. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I'll let him sleep. That way he's up and ready to go to get corona in the in the
Yeah.
night.
Wow.
Sheba, do you know anyone who has? Oh, sorry. What were you asking me? I'm sorry.
You're not afraid to have him around that he's near all those sick people?
No, I'll just disinfect upstairs. I never go upstairs anyway, just to like lower the heat. But
Yeah.
I just
Is he
clean
a
out the window.
comedian?
No, he's just an EMT.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
We got to do our part,
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions because I'm curious how comedians are taking this. Do you know anybody that has corona?
Yeah, I know a couple people. Jeffrey Gorian has it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where he is?
No, I don't know, but we can't visit him anyway, even if we wanted
No.
to. So
I just hope he's going to be okay.
is it like Mike Keegan? You have it?
Mike Keegan has it?
Well, he's in the hospital.
He is? With
Mhm.
that?
Like, I think it's pneumonia, but that's what Jeff Gurian had, and then he got corona.
Jeff Gurian had pneumonia? How do you know? Who told you?
It was on his Facebook page. I think Emilio posted it, or the guy from Sirius, Ron and Fez.
So he first had pneumonia?
Mm-hmm.
It was never, and then he went to the hospital and got corona there?
Or I think
That
the
happens a
pneumonia
lot.
brought on the corona. If you have a pre-existing condition, you're susceptible. You're susceptible to corona. Just like my mom.
Oh God, he probably can't breathe. Yeah.
Just like my mom, when she had the flu, the blood clots in her legs prevented her from getting better, which developed C. diff, which is what caused her to die. 5 years
It's like a
ago.
trickle-down effect.
Yeah, 5 years ago on Thursday will be her anniversary of her death. So.
Wow, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, very depressing. I didn't miss stand up then either. I felt like it was a nice reset for me. Remember I took that month off to sit with my mom, and I didn't miss it then either. I think sometimes it's good to take a month or two off. I mean,
Sure,
both times.
it is good to take time off, for sure.
But it's good to have it for a good reason. Like it's like, if my mom had been healthy and I just stopped doing stand up for a month, that would have been bad. But like I had a legit reason not to go on stage, and I feel like it refreshed me.
You probably were not in the mood when your mom is just dead.
Yeah. Well, I did stand up 2 days after she died, but that's besides the point. I did it at the Grizzly Pear, actually. Remember the Grizzly Pear?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Who else do you know has it?
I know this guy named Bobby Underwood, who's a comedian. He's like you know him?
I heard of him vaguely, yeah.
He's a nice guy. He had it, and he's over it. I could tell you what he said about it. I mean, he's like a young, healthy guy, so, he got over it, like it was the flu.
Yeah, I think if you're healthy, it's like the flu, but I think like if you have a pre-existing condition, you just drop dead.
Right.
You know who has it is Rocco. You know Rocco DeSerto? He has shows at Broadway.
Rocco DeSerto.
Yeah, he has that Fatopia show at Broadway.
Oh, yeah, he has it?
No, his mom has it.
That's scary.
He posted his mom has it.
He said that he lost his sense of smell. He said 3 bad days like any virus. I've been getting steadily better. It doesn't leave your system for 2 weeks. He had a fever, chills, fatigue, achiness, and a mild cough. That's, like the flu.
Yeah, so, I think I had it in January, to be honest with you.
I do too. I really do think. I know. Yeah. I think I had it too. I
was deathly sick New Year's Eve, and I kept doing spots like an idiot.
I remember you told me that a little bit.
Yeah, and then I was supposed to hang out with that girl Sky, and I blew her off because I was so sick. You
probably had it.
Yeah, I think this has been here longer than I think they lied about when it started. I think it started way before December. Corona.
I know. I just don't know why it's like it's killing so many people. Like but these people would have died from the flu too.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have got the flu as fast as this. This travels faster than the flu, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or it took us too long to realize how fast it travels. If I see a sick person, I don't go near you. I wash my hands. I'm careful, like even in general. Yeah,
I know. Well, I made the mistake because I got better. Then I went to the gym and I lifted. I lifted a lot of weights. Like I gotta lift weights because I had, like I said, I got in shape. But because I lifted all these weights and I ran the treadmill 2 miles and I touched all this shit at the gym, and then I went and did Ryan's show, and I got fucking sick again. I was sick for another week after that.
Aren't you gonna get out of shape now again? I mean, it's even I'm gaining weight. Like I'm so used to going to the gym every
yeah,
day.
but as soon as the gyms reopen, look, I didn't work out for my entire life, and I lost all that weight in 2 months.
Yeah,
So it'll just be an intense 2 months when the gyms reopen. That's all it's gonna
yeah,
take. I mean,
yeah.
but also I'm not trying to meet chicks now anyway. Like I can't. I don't trust. Like even if like this gorgeous fucking look at my fucking cat. Even if this gorgeous fucking model like hit on me on Facebook, I don't trust her to come over here. You know, right? I mean, if I had someone, it'd be different. But I don't have anybody right now.
I wouldn't have someone new now. No.
Exactly. So what's the point? So what am I? Am I gonna get washboard abs for who? For nobody. I'll get them
No, for
within a month.
yourself, because once you go far fat again, it's harder to get back. Yeah, but you're right. You could do it in 2 months.
I can do it. I can do. I mean, like I'm gonna stop eating. I eat donuts now. Although they closed the Dunkin' Donuts by me, and there's no other Dunkin' Donuts closed. And my friend said they probably closed it because somebody had Corona and they didn't tell anyone.
I have a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts closed.
Oh really? Isn't that I like that? I really missed.
I miss Starbucks.
Oh, they closed all those, right?
All of them here. Not in suburbia where there's drive-throughs.
Ugh. Why did they have a drive-through here?
I could see it in Queens.
Oh, there is one in Queens. There is one.
Where?
By that Target.
So do that. Get yourself some Starbucks. Go to Target. I would take a long walk and get my shit that I want.
Yeah, I'll go get Star Wars and Starbucks.
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, why not? Because fucking, what else am I gonna do here?
You need to change your scene sometimes a little bit. I get so like cabin fever.
Shit, I was gonna ask you a question. I had a question.
The days and the nights are so long.
What have you been doing to entertain yourself?
Well, I have a companion who comes over sometimes. And that's pleasant. It's more fun to watch movies and shit when you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't mind doing it alone.
Yeah.
And I've just been, I've been trying to write, but I feel like almost too sad to write.
Well, what are you gonna? I mean, like, no one's gonna want to hear Corona jokes when we get out of this.
I feel like that's all where everyone's gonna have a Corona joke.
I know, and like, but if you do a joke like, well, the other day I was on a date, the audience is gonna be like, no, you weren't. You were stuck in your apartment for 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Have you ever noticed when you're at a restaurant? Wait, no restaurants don't exist anymore. Never mind.
Do you think we're gonna go back to like any kind of a normal?
No. No, I don't think so. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think we.
Not at all.
No, I think it's gonna be a different normal. Like for example, I don't think like comedy clubs. I don't think you're gonna be able to have people sit on top of each other at a comedy club anymore.
I know. I think you might have to do half capacity and stuff.
You might, and I don't think a lot of clubs are gonna survive off that because I think a lot of clubs, they lived off the fact that okay, maybe these nights are dead, but tomorrow night we're gonna shove 350 people on top of each other 4 times in a row, and then we'll make all our money for the week. So who cares if Tuesday's dead? Who cares if Wednesday's dead? And now that's not going to be the case. I mean, even the Cellar, I think the Cellar puts people on top of each other, correct?
Yeah, everyone. Even Broadway theaters, you're sitting right next to people.
Yeah,
I don't think you do that anymore.
No, and I think if a club or a theater or a bar tries to do it, people will put photos on Twitter, Instagram, and shame them.
Yeah.
And I think now it used to be you just get a fine, and I think now the cops will just shut you down.
Temporarily, yeah.
Yeah, until you change your seating and prove.
Yeah, so maybe a lot of clubs. That's interesting. A lot of them, because it's so dead on the normal days, during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of dead. Because it's so dead on those days, they make up the money on the weekend, and now they can't. So some of them might close.
Or you have to make an initiative to get at least let's say Caroline's. Let's say Caroline's. They tell them you can only have 200 people in that room, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to make an initiative for every show to have at least 150 people, even if it's a Monday or a Tuesday breakout. You have to guarantee that.
It's pretty impossible. Although maybe that's pretty impossible.
I mean, not if you have Barkers, which they don't, but that's besides the point. But yeah, or even like a place like you have to guarantee that every night you have at least, if your room fits 100, now it can only fit 50. You have to guarantee you have 50 every night.
Right. In order to stay afloat, and that's really hard. But although maybe people are going to be dying to go out so badly that
maybe, I mean, it's easier to sell 50 than it is 90. So
yeah. So I don't know. I also thought Al would always say that a lot of some of these comedy clubs, even if their clubs don't do that well, they kind of depend on the restaurant, like West Side,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like
Yeah.
the Stand. So like they depend, you know, like even if they don't have a ton of people that night, the restaurant kind of supports it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, how will that happen? I don't even know if that could happen. If restaurants have to go to half capacity, if everything has to go to half capacity, then landlords are going to have to start halving rent, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and I mean, there's going to have to be that because then no one's going to be able to exist.
And then the staffing, you're gonna have to have half the staff. You have to let go of half your staff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be wild, but I don't think you're gonna be able to. I think like obviously you could. Obviously, like if you have a restaurant that's popular or a bar, you could. But I think if enough people put photos of it on social media and shame you and
I
tag
don't think
you.
you can. Not at first. I think maybe as the months wear on, people can get a
No,
little
I'm
more
saying
lax.
if you try to do it at first, if you, if only
Yeah.
needs one person tag you on Twitter, and you're fucked business wise.
You can't do it at first. It's
So I
impossible.
think that might affect some, not just comedy clubs, bars, restaurants,
Yeah, everything where you
nightclubs.
go out, life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at nightclubs. Like they're so packed. There's lines outside, you know, those clubs in the meatpacking district.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't care personally about them. For
Oh, I hope
me,
they all go out of business. I'll look at this. See, that's what I mean. My life is gonna be so much better.
but why? How is that club hurting you? That club
I
exists?
just don't like nightclubs. I just
So
don't like
don't
them.
go. So then you don't go. Why do you
All
have
right,
to
don't go.
go
But
with
it'd be
everybody
funny if they
else?
went out of business.
It's not funny. No one's hurting you there. That's
Yes, they
that's
are. There's a big. There's an anti-Sheba nightclub. I don't know. I've never told you.
you're you see, it's people like you that like that's why we're in this. Because
Why?
as annoyed as we are that this is happening to us, we're all deep down kind of happy that someone else is getting fucked somewhere. Really. I am too, of
Oh,
course.
we all are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
we
so
all.
but that's we're like we'd rather like so would you rather be completely fucked and have them completely fucked too? Or would you
But
rather
I'm
do
not. But I'm.
okay,
But I'm not completely fucked. I'm enjoying life.
well I'm glad you are.
Yeah.
You always like staying home and stuff.
Yeah.
Does
But
it
I've been
make you
getting more.
happy that I'm not, that I'm getting more and more depressed? People like me need to go out and have life and like I miss doing I mean, are you happy that I'm like really kind of
No,
miserable?
I'm not happy that you're miserable. But at the end, but you're going to be in a better position at the end of this. You know that
I
because
don't know.
you
How?
are. I think a
How?
lot of people are going to move out of the city, and you are like part of the city, so you're not going to move.
Yeah,
A
so
lot,
you're saying there's gonna be less competition?
yeah. And I think people are not going to be able. I don't think some people who have just been bumming it in Bushwick are going to be able to keep doing that. I think a lot of comedians who we think are successful have been living from gig to gig, and they're not going to be able to do that. And I think we're going to see people leave or go into different fields, or I don't know if people are ready for the long haul. I think people want to jump right back in on April 20th if they can, 420, Hitler's birthday.
Why
Or
April 20th?
I just picked that data out of my head. I would imagine that's like the earliest date we could probably go back to normal.
Well, you already said April 30th.
April 30th?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
Oh, I thought you said it's the 15th.
He said he's extend first he said the 12th, like Easter,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh,
everyone
the
jumped down
Trump.
his
You're talking about
throat.
the Trump.
Yeah, I'm saying like the social distancing guidelines are extended now till the 30th at least.
Okay, so yes, I think New York is going to be
The last one.
closed. Well, just for the safety of the rest of the country, not even for our own safety. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think we can really like open up the city like we have all these years without. I don't know. Hey, let me ask you a question. This keeps going and going and going and going and going. Let's say we're in July and there's no resolution. Would you consider getting a regular job, or are you just gonna wait this out?
Like, well, like what kind of a job? The only jobs are like at supermarkets. And you think it's going to be so easy to just get a job at a supermarket?
I
Everybody
know.
wants jobs at supermarkets. Everyone's like, oh, I'll humble myself and get good luck. Good luck. I'll humble myself. Fuck
Well,
you. I mean, everyone wants those fucking jobs.
There's
What
also
do you think?
bureaucratic jobs. Robert Punchy was telling me in the health department that they can't seem to fill,
Like what?
like number crunching or writing up reports, stuff like
I
that.
would, I am a really good typist, so I'd get a job typing.
So you could probably get like that in health. Would you do that in June, July, if this keeps going, or we just keep waiting?
I can't keep waiting.
I
I
know,
need
right?
money to come in. I have been doing those radio phone calls. It's like $40 a pop.
I know. I asked them for more, and they were like, "We're just overwhelmed with people
I
we have to
know.
give work to." And I'm like,
I've been
"Well,
doing it for 7 years though, so I'm like, they said they take care of the veterans first.
good. Yeah, I've only been doing it for 5, so
That's still a long time, but I've been doing like maybe 7 or 8 years.
Wow. We can't tell.
It's
We
a good
can't say what
side hustle.
I know, but that's still
Luckily,
money.
you have all kinds of money though, so you're good.
All right, don't spoil my. This is a podcast. This isn't us on the phone. We're like,
People are really gonna watch this.
yeah, people. Yeah. I have like, I've been doing this podcast for a while.
Really? People leave comments?
Well, let me tell you something. Even if people don't watch it, I'll get back into Caroline's and then they'll watch it. And they'll be like, "Oh, we heard you have a lot of money, huh?" You know, I'm fucking.
Do you think people can leave comments on this and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube and I'm gonna have an audio feed. Yeah. People can leave
Oh, that's
comments.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I was actually thinking about getting a job at a supermarket, and so is Natalie Cuomo. And I said to her, how funny is this, like 2 months ago? Like, how are we gonna get on TV? And now we're like, how are we gonna get a job at Rite Aid? Like,
Yeah.
who can you speak to?
There's plenty of people everywhere, but it's like you think I'm gonna be so humble and get a job at a lowly supermarket, but nobody's gonna want you there.
Yeah, like but I do have managerial experience. I mean, you know, I hate to brag.
Yeah, but there's a million people.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you will. Maybe you would get one as a manager.
Manage the Pathmark down the road. This is the new dream. This is the. Hey, I got great news. Did you get on Letterman? No, I'm managing Pathmark. Oh my God, that's even better than Letterman at this point.
It's almost like Schitt's Creek, you know.
I know it's lowering and lowering the expectation. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll have like headliners hitting me up like, "How? Hey, can I get into the Pathmark? How do I get in?"
I know.
Yeah. Let me see. They were like, oh, so shit. I wanted to ask you, or fuck, I had a bunch of questions to ask you, and then I got confused. So, like, how fast are you gonna jump back into stand up when the president gives the okay?
Like immediately.
Immediately, like you'll be out the door. Barking.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, you're not gonna give it a week just to see what happens?
No.
All right, I'm gonna give it a week.
To see what?
To make sure the numbers don't go back up, because everybody's gonna be on top of each other. It's comedy at all the clubs and bars.
All right, so then I'm sure a lot of people are gonna want to give it a week.
Yeah, you're gonna be the headliner by the end of that week. The city's mine. I do think we're gonna see a completely different comedy scene at the end of this. I really do.
Like for good or just temporarily?
No, for good.
Not
because some people might die because of this. That's not the only reason. But
like you mean like the format of clubs themselves, the way we sit?
I think there's gonna be different clubs. I think some clubs right now that we thought were mainstays are not gonna exist at the end of this. I think some new clubs are gonna open. I think some people who are like power brokers in the industry are gonna move away or get involved in something else. I think I think it's just gonna be a different scene. I think it's gonna be a better scene, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. What do you
just
think?
Because there's gonna be less people?
Less people, and I think a lot of toxic people are going to just go away because they're going to find out they can't make. I think a lot of people were very lazy just making money off of us. And when they find out it's going to be harder to make money off us, I think they're going to just find another way to leech money off people.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you're
what?
like, you know, like if like, you know, I don't want to say names, but if you're the type that depends on comics bringing you your business, that's gonna half your business. That's gonna half your bills. So.
Well, there's still be comics who want to perform.
No, I know, but you're not gonna be making as much money as you used to. So, I think people who were like using manipulative ways or being toxic, I don't think we can work with other people, other more positive people. You know, people like Bob DeBono and Sheba Mason. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sheba, is there anything you want to plug? I don't know. Do you have anything going on in your life?
The one gig that I was like clinging to, I got booked at the Hard Rock in August. The casino.
It's canceled?
Pays really nicely, you know, in Atlantic City. It's not even that it's canceled, but they fired the booker. So now they're not honoring any of his bookings. And I was like clinging to that. And I was like, well, why do you have to tell me no? So no, I have nothing to plug. No.
How about you don't have a Twitter or an Instagram or?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. Sheba Mason. SHEBAMASON. Sheba Mason. That's it.
So you just are not excited about this new world. You're just very depressed.
I've had it already. It's like I've been here for 2 weeks. It's enough already. I miss I want to put a dress on and like go out and feel pretty. Like
We can
Have
go
a
put a
wedding.
dress on it when it gets warm next week.
I know, but what's the point?
Okay, well that's good. Well, I'm glad we're ending this on an optimistic note today. Uh, hey
All
Sheba,
right.
thank you so
Thanks
much
for
for being a
having me.
guest. Tomorrow we're gonna be back with Ashley Martin, so she's gonna talk about Riverdale. But until then, you know, you can find me on social media at Ray Gootz. Sheba, thanks again for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Bye.